As the CMO of several Fortune 500, Fortune 50 corporations, I've seen a lot of great talent up close over the years. What, in many ways, I sort of use as my gold standard for talent is a gentleman named Ross Love. Ross not only was the highest ranking African American at Procter & Gamble at its apex when it did a lot of things right, Ross also, in the 90s, we bought Cincinnati's African American radio station out of bankruptcy for $500,000, and 7 years later sold it to Radio One for $200 million. So I think a lot in looking at startups, what defined Ross and what defines other winning entrepreneurial CEOs. And for me, it's sort of the big six. What's interesting is smarts in many ways is only table stakes. The secret sauce is leadership. And I see 6 components of leadership. There's courage, there's perseverance, there is humor and humanity. There's also the idea of reflexively saying we as opposed to I. There are a lot of I folks, and in my world, my observations, the I folks really don't last long. In addition, it's this quality of being able to have a team who at the end of the day will follow this leader up a steep, forbidding hill and make the impossible happen. Those qualities define Rod Walton, who's the CEO of Home Team, define him to a T. I am proud to be his advisor, his mentor, and to call him a good friend. So, ladies and gentlemen, Rod Walton.
Good morning, good morning. How's it going? It's truly a blessing to be up here today. Literally almost a year ago today, I was just getting integrated into Startup Cincy, and to be on stage a year later just truly shows the progress that we've made in the city. So just a shout out to Startup Cincy, Hillman, all the other teams. Glad to be a part of it. So my name is Rodney Walton. I am president and co-founder at the Home Team. And here at the Home Team, what we're working on is making labor at the home simple. The way that we do that is by providing trustworthy help for tasks around the home through an online platform that simplifies the organizing and scheduling process. Now, we have a specific focus on labor-only services. So our customers provide the equipment and supplies, and we provide the helping hand. And we've provided a helping hand to over 2,000 customers with a situation that everyone here is familiar with, moving. So how many people in the audience have moved before? And how many enjoyed it? No, exactly. So that's why we thought this would be a great problem to tackle. While working with one of the largest moving companies in America, we were able to identify what some of the key factors are that make moving so frustrating. So it starts with communication. There's no clear channels. You'll talk to 6 different people just to set it up. Prices are high. Customers don't know why. So there's a lack of transparent pricing. And then when you think about your typical mover, is it someone that you would feel comfortable with in your home if you weren't there? So these are all the factors that really hinder the moving process and make it such a frustrating situation for over 144 million people each year. So my co-founder and I back in school felt like we had a better solution. We began renting U-Haul trucks to help customers move around the city. And soon after that, we realized the trend, which was that a majority of our customers were just using us for the muscle. They didn't even need us to bring the truck. It seems companies like U-Haul had commoditized trucks. The actual pain point we were solving was the lift and carry piece, the labor piece. And that stands true across the country. Over 65% of people who are moving each year only need the labor. Disproportionately, a majority of moving companies are asset-based. So this 65% of labor-only customers is seeing pent-up demand and inflated prices. And this is what we see as an underserved market. An underserved market that's spending $10 billion a year. So if you just think about that for a second, you could serve a $10 billion a year industry with virtually no physical assets. So we ditched the trucks, took our value proposition online, and we formed the Home Team. So the Home Team really is an automated platform that simplifies the scheduling and organizing process to connect you with trustworthy labor. So to paint a picture of the Home Team experience for you, I want to introduce you to Sandra. Sandra's one of our original customers from Pittsburgh. She found us through U-Haul. We helped her move, and since then we've helped her over half a dozen times. Simply put, she loves our service and our process. So if you look here, I'll show you exactly how it works. Sandra can provide us with details on the date, as well as what's the service detail she needs in regards to boxes, trucks, things of that nature. From there, we'll be able to provide Sandra with a recommendation on how much time she needs and what type of an equipment and supply she needs. We'll also provide an estimated cost. Now, the home team is a pay-as-you-go system, so she only has to place a $5 deposit, and then her reservation is set. And she'll only be charged for the hours she uses, so customers can control the price. Once she places her deposit, she's all set. Soon after, she'll receive a confirmation email. That email will have info on her team. She'll be able to see a photo, a short bio, as well as which team member is her supervisor, so she can contact them directly to schedule or organize any additional details. So this opens up the lines of communication. Sandra's also on the go. She's retired, she's got grandkids, she likes to be moving around, so we provide her with the link where she can update her details on the go if necessary, and her team members will be notified instantly. The day of service, our team members show up, do an excellent job. Once they're done, Sandra will receive a form electronically where she can confirm the hours used, rate her experience, and then also leave a tip for the team members if she'd like. And this is all done through a cashless, paperless transaction from the palm of her hand. See, since we're a labor company that's focused on tech versus assets, we're able to charge our customers a more affordable price. So this chart here represents a head-to-head comparison of us versus a competitor for the same labor-only services. The home team charges you for what you need, whereas our competitors have fixed costs that they have to pay. So you have to pay for them whether you need them or not. With our pricing model, we're able to help a customer and provide them with one team member for 1 hour at just $40 an hour. So this gives us different case utilities, allowing us to help customers with small jobs like meeting them at IKEA to help them load up furniture in their car and unload it at their home, to large jobs like helping those customers unload a 26-foot U-Haul truck into their home. And we've been using this model with great success since 2016 in our 2 flagship markets of Pittsburgh and Columbus. Since then, we've generated over $300,000 in revenue at a 58% gross margin. And while doing all this, we've been able to maintain a 98% customer satisfaction and referral rating, which is our team's core KPI. So the team that's driving this success, we'll start with our head of operations. David Marsili, me and him met while we were at school. We're the guys who started renting the U-Haul trucks. Soon we saw a solution that could be built, and with Dave receiving his master's from Duquesne, as well as working in the athletic department, he just knows how to make a team click in the field as well as in the office. Then we have Prab Sandhu, who's our head of finance. Me and Prab are the 2 guys who started working at the largest moving company in the country. So he received his finance degree from University of Kentucky, and since then has worked in that field for companies like Johnson & Johnson on multi-million-dollar projects. So he truly knows how to make the home team operate on that big corporation level while essentially squeezing water from a rock and making sure that we're a lean model. And then as myself, as president and co-founder, I received my marketing degree from Duquesne along with Dave. But really, I've worked in the labor industry for over 11 years now. So I truly understand the pain points that the customers experience, as well as the workers, and how technology will and is revolutionizing the labor industry. Now, we've been blessed to have an awesome team of advisors behind us, helping us along the way with strategy, marketing, legal, and human resources. And we're starting to see a very clear picture on how to drive each of our individual markets to $1 million in sales. So currently what we're doing right now is we're raising so we can invest in marketing, personnel, and tech. This will allow us to form some key partnerships. So when going into a city, we lead in with our partnership with U-Haul to acquire customers, and we also partner with local universities to source our labor. So that's how we get the trustworthy labor. And then we form local partnerships on the ground with moving affiliated companies to create referral programs. Once those referral programs are established, we maximize revenue in the move. So right now we offer lift and carry services. Then what we'll do is, hey, you have boxes, we'll help you pack them. You need your furniture taken apart, we'll do that as well as long as you have the tools. This allows us to get a solid customer base in the market. And once we have that customer base, we can maximize revenue in the home. So think, you have a lawnmower, we'll push it. You have a shovel, we'll get up the snow. That's our main focus. And this model is really a copy and paste model. So when we go into any new market, we'll use this exact same strategy. The key competitive advantage here is after we establish 3 to 4 markets, we'll be able to fund new markets through existing markets, truly creating a sustainable business model that it will be here to stay. So we see around 48 additional markets around the U.S. that have this same $1 million earning potential. So we truly feel like we're sitting on a $50 million a year business, and our team is committed to bringing that opportunity to light. So once we're in the city, this is a little bit of what it'll look like. We'll be able to provide those general labor services as long as our customers provide us with the materials. We can provide that helping hand. And these 4 different categories here represent nearly $100 billion in labor-only services that are spent each and every year. So when we get into this market, a key competitive advantage that we have is the labor force that we use. So by partnering with universities, we're able to A, generate a substantial amount of jobs through the university, B, form partnerships with those universities that have students who are already integrated in the community. And by doing this, integrating ourselves into the community, we'll be able to have a customer think anytime they need something done, they want to go local while being on a national scale. And this is why they'll think about the home team. So whether you are a potential investor, a strategic partner, or you're one of our customers, which everyone in this audience should be, our question to you is, who's ready to join the home team? Thank you.